Okay. Oh, hello. Excuse me. Kaine, take it. Excuse me. Okay. Gotta take that off. There we go. We're gonna play in Ding Dee. We're gonna start it. I don't think we're gonna finish it. Here we go.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Here we go.
The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes, and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vane slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vane could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, finally striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine returned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated and, if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt. Oh look, the little freak's gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless, a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. You're a freak. No, I'm not. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called out to his cohorts. Come on, guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying! Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch! A big one! That thing could have killed me! The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here, either of you! Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go! Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kaine, she said, why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, Kaine. It's a river wide and deep. Oh god, I can't read. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. With each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? Of course not. Don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, Then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter and I love you, and if folks have a problem with that, then they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath, as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Oh, you know, just stumbled on them one day while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she was explaining, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been much more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Oh, we're not done reading. Time to take a drink. Hang on. Okay. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe. Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. What? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Oh, it's you, Kaine? Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or, a new axe or something. The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shade's been restless lately, you know, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe. Wow. Her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any of but the two of them could be found. God, I can't fucking read. And rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe round her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. My logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You're better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that. Just stop now, she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. Hang on. Okay. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick, and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and raining sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey lady, said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel, where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me, they seemed to say, but Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion, fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, but the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sitting here on some kind of family errand, because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Ha! Barked Demo. That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head, but before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall, behind the counter, rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. Like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Callie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. I'm good, Rim. Grandma's name is Callie? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. Her grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, and I owe her much. I'm willing to wager that she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless, and with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back already, are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Did those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, said Kaine with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. It was fun, was it? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she didn't believe anything but. Uh-huh, so anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll make you live forever. Horse manure, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner. Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons and eyed her subject carefully. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the work. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. Doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter, you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as a silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. "Posh," said the old woman. "I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud." She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before, and it makes me want to go on so that someday you can feel the same happiness." It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on, people and memories come in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall. This moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. We're not done reading it? Oh my goodness. I need a break. Hang on. Water break. They're just throwing it all at us all at once. Good God. And I thought the Forest of Myth was bad. Okay. Let's get to it. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. "Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug." The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. "It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry. Why in the hell would I be feeding you bugs?" "Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug," said Kaine, "and I think it's burnt or something, because it smells terrible." With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. "Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right." "Why, you little brat," laughed the old woman. "Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact." 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, the relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. "Where are you going today?" asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. "Well, I was going to check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow." "Flagstones? What in the hell for?" Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. "Grandma, a dying cat could shoot through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection." The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. "God damn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We've got nothing worth stealing anyway." "I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday." The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. "Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other—" "Grandma, no. If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that." A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival. "Yes," she said after a bit. "Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately it seems my mind is—" She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. "You're going to be a true woman soon," Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. "So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls and more talk about how beautiful you've become." Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. "You're a beautiful thing," said the old woman, "and there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you." "Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from? Gee, I wonder." "I'll teach you to sass me, girl," yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. "Grandma," yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. "Grandma, stop it. What the hell?" The old woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began, maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kaine rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to part, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved her down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looked so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sitting a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No! Oh gods, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Grandma? Kaine ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through the means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotten meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard," she thought, as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me. Let's go." The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. "Grandma!" At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive," thought Kaine. "She's alive!" Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up. Get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, now! There might have been too many get-ups. As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness. The distance seemed to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. bastard, laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt that the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. "Give her back!" she screamed. "Give her back to me!" It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again, then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. "Kaine?" Kaine's voice blurred, but she forced herself. Voice? What? God. Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hand reaching out to her through the smoke. "Grandma? Kaine, you've gotta run. You can't defeat him." Kaine grabbed the hand and held on with all her strength. "Grandma, come on. We have to go." The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. "Grandma, no. No! I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through." The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed thickly from gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible, putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, a black ichor pouring up from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't. Can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. I think I counted. Oh god. Kill it, 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 kill it. That's funny. Kill it, kill it, kill it now. As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Woo!
The beast approaches.
Oh, I got it.
you up, wormy friend. I mean, you're not my friend. You're a bad man. You're a bad worm. And now I have my OP spear. I'm gonna heck you up. Oh god, it's one hit per arm. Oh my god, he did no damage to me.
This creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. He dies today. My sword feels light.
Not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike him down.
We did it. Yay. Oh, we didn't do it yet. I should have not the head. There we did. Winner. No, we're not finished reading yet. My throat is starting to hurt. Take another drink of water. Prepare myself. Okay, here we go. Gently, weakly, softly. The shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Sorry. Sorry, Grandma. Couldn't avenge you. Shamed beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Huh, cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck at your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's how you want it. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, thousands of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing it apart with sharpened pincers. Stop! No! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture and to the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha-cha! I look like that? Oh God, I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me! Save me! Ka-ha-ha-ha. Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Wahahaha! Oh god, you are the best! Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice, let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood, just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Ha ha. Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me the body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Ah, what the hell, sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, I can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern, the pattern of the shades, burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are going to be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. It's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood. Then go out there and... Shut up. Shut up and get the hell out of my body. Wahahaha. Your body? Oh, that's rich, sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard at the sound as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Ha ha ha, stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed. You and me, we got what you might call a timeshare agreement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. Got enemies, people you want to kill, I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you, that big old shade that squashed your granny, will wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine. No more pain. Wait, said Kaine, you're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What do you think, I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke again. So, how about it? You and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Blah! Screamed the voice. Look you go. Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyran, and if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade, and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. When I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyran. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyran. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I'm not a shade. I'm Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened into dawn and the people of the area arose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive. Stay alive. Stay alive.
Grandma?
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
Who are... Emil, you were the one calling me, huh?
You still recognize me?
Yeah, sure. I knew you right away.
Thank you.
I'm taking a voice break.
Good to see you, Kaine.
You look like shit. How long has it been?
5 years.
Oh. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
This is for you.
Lunar tears. Did you make this?
It's just a little welcome back gift. It's not much, I know.
It's nothing like the one Grandma used to make, but... oh, hell. Thanks.
Excuse me.
Popola, we did it. We freed Kaine.
That's great. Listen, can I talk to you for a minute?
This doesn't make sense.
Please, try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
It's crap.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand. I mean, look at me. As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you later.
We're sorry.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. How could I have not noticed that? How selfish am I? What the hell is wrong with me?
We should turn in.
I'm not reading it because we read it before, but there's no sound. There's no music right now, so I'm like, well, this is a little awkward. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I hope I don't have to read. No more reading. Yes! Okay, this does count. It's like, well, sure. Well, if you say so. You can go see Devil on Popola. Very well. Do we still have our quests? Nope! Oops! Well, I know what I'm gonna do before stream next time. We need that treasure one. I have another seed though. Let's plant it. Oh shit, I have a lot of seeds. Let's plant some pumpkins too. I'm a farmer. Nighty. Blood run. I can't walk in there. Let us save. That was like an hour of reading. Wow. At least an hour since the last save. Hang on, do I not have any items anymore? Okay, no. I have them all still. It'd be weird if I didn't. Of course I do. I'm holding a fucking expensive spear. Hi. I kind of thought you'd never talk to us again. This is bigger than Nier Popola. It's about the whole damn village. No, but regardless, you should go talk to Popola. I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you. I can do that. Oh, and also, yeah, sorry about yesterday. I kind of flew off the handle. No, you didn't. Besides, it was our fault in the first place. Let me kind of know that we're sorry, alright? We'll do that. I'm gonna probably read most stuff in this route pretty fast since we've seen most of it already. It'll probably be a lot shorter as well since there's only really 2 side quests. Well, like 2, maybe 3. 4 would be pushing it, side quests that I'm gonna actually go back and get, or go back, get, and finish. I'm gonna pick them all up. Because I don't remember who gives what. Blah, blah. Oh, hello. Look, I want to apologize for yes. Stop, don't you dare. You had every right to be upset. I understand why you did what you did, even if I don't agree. You're just trying to protect the villagers, it's not your fault. Well, I still feel terrible, just so you know. Ahem, I believe there was something you wish to discuss with us. Oh right, yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right? The temple where it was first discovered. That's it. It seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow. Oh, it was right under our pages the whole time. The entrance is sealed off and the bridge that led us there. So take a boat. Boat? Yes, the trade waterway's been repaired. Been using it a lot recently with all the shades running around. It's safer than trying to cross the plains. There's a landing point near the path to the Lost Shrine's back entrance. Let the ferryman know about you to take you wherever you need to go without charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town. I made a mistake. Night, guys. I hope I said your name right. I feel like you've done so much for me. I can't believe I was such an ass to you earlier. I told you not to worry about it, so don't. Alright, I'll see you around. Yeah, and for the love of everything, be careful. I just realized a really bad mistake I made. I'm gonna double check. I mean, I don't think I need to double check, but, I'm gonna have to get all of those, machine oils again. That sucks a bit. That sucks a lot. Heck. I know they won't be here. That's lame! I should have gone back and finished it instead of doing the fight. That didn't occur to me till just now. Well, I will do that off stream, so it doesn't really matter. I'll probably do it tomorrow. All that reading was not good for my throat. I'm not used to reading that much out loud in a row. Path above the entrance to the shopping. We know how to get to the boat landing, man. Man! Accept all the quests. This guy needs an insane fucking amount of stuff. Go do some quest picker-upping. Oh, yeah. You want a bunch of insane stuff too. Oh, well, we're gonna go to Facade again, so it'll be a thing.
Hey there!
Hey there!
I suppose there are.
Hey!
Hey! Okay. We only need the one weapon from this quest, so that is a little annoying. I want to see what quest she has for me. Oh, that was bright. Hi, Vess! Oh god, I don't. It's more than one person to say hi to. Look at all the doggos! I want to post a doggo. Oh my dog. Boom! Thank you for the host arena and the raid arena, Vess. Holy baloney. Congratulations on picking the start of the second ending, which goes through most of the important stuff of the first ending to raid into. So if anyone cares, you won't be that confused. You'll probably be confused. How how was the stream this? Oh, woof. Did I watch more of the cat stream? Not really. I didn't look at it a ton. I don't remember when I closed it. The kitties were still sleeping though. Oh, both of these quests are ones I don't want to do.
Man, I'm bushed.
Night, Shoga. Also, this is Nier. It has plots. We don't know a lot of them yet. We know some of it. This is apparently the plot's ending. Yeah, we don't have any fragile. I'd rather do a fragile delivery, actually. Oh my god, Tommy. I'd rather do a fragile delivery because... Wait, where am I supposed to go? Am I stupid?
Sup?
I don't know, I'll just pick somewhere to go then. I wasn't paying attention. God, what was I talking about? I was talking about the video game. Vest did not tell me how his stream was. I am offended.
The lost shrine is at the other end of this cave.
And the Shadow Lord's castle lies just beyond.
Let us make haste.
Yeah, no, this is not Automata. This is OG Nier, the first one. This is on PlayStation 3. It is also on Xbox 360. And I'm like super reluctant to read things right now because I've read, I swear it was at least an hour straight of just pure text. And so my throat is like, please stop. Please, you go, stop though. So if anybody has a question about the plot, it's not, I have a feeling it'll get kind of convoluted, because that's just like, that's just how these games are. But right now, it's not that convoluted. So if you've got a question, I've got an answer. Maybe. And also, since this is the second ending, and it overlaps a bit with the first ending, I'm gonna be reading some text, not normal speed, to get through it quicker. So I'm sorry. Does the plot consist of people doing the thing? Yes. Hansel. Who are you? Go away, dirty defective swine. I'm not like you. I'm different. This is a lovely voice. That part was new. You can tell 'cause I read it. For some reason, I thought I'd only been streaming 4 hours. I've been streaming almost 5. That's a while. I have no idea when I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna do the entire ending, probably, because I need to fiddle around with the side quest that I didn't finish. The one that gives me a weapon. Because I'm only missing one, and I need them all. Apparently, supposedly, I'm pretty sure. Okay, also, this is me. I have a good spear. Where are the others? This one is Kaine. Say hi to Kaine. And this is Emil. He's a floating skelly man. Excuse me. There he is. His face is gone. There it is. Okay, now everyone knows who everyone is. You might be turning into a weeb. Did someone say weeb? Yes, it was me. I said it twice. Oh, that's why. It is a good anime. I like it. Hello, new here. I'm Mint Cup. I hope you enjoyed the stream. You again? Stop bothering me. Grimoire Vice has been taken away. I'm skipping over the weird voice. Hansel is dead. There is no reason for me to exist anymore. My life is over. Just leave me alone. You... I'm not sorry. Man, I don't even remember who had the quest where he wanted me to steal part of the root. Because I wish I had it right now. I'll find it eventually. Where are the stairs? Screw that guy. He was too slow. Oh, JCB? I'm ignoring all the enemies. I don't feel like fighting them. Oh boy, block puzzles. But oh no, I am trapped. Just kidding. Heck. Heck. Oh look, you can see the shades outside clipping through the wall. Look at him go. Is that not good enough? Put it down. There.
This is all too easy.
I'm almost disappointed.
Heck you, Shades, I'm leaving. I don't want to go in there, I'm lazy. We speed gaming! Except I'm not combat rolling enough, so we're not speed gaming. Sorry for the lie. I get Humble Bundle emails, but I never really look at Humble Bundle. I don't know if, yeah, I think I get emails for the shop. I don't know why, because I don't use their shop. Can that get pushed further? Yes. I did this before, but I already forgot how it works. It's not difficult though, especially because you can jump over it. But that's because some of the rooms would not be possible if you could not jump. For example, not this one. It doesn't really matter where you put the boxes as long as the space in front of the door is open. Hello friends, nice of you to join us. Oh, that was... Hello.
Who are these guys?
Okay, yeah, I'm still okay. Someone ignore them again.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
I've heard of this. A cursed area where
What?
incomplete shades gather.
Excuse me? He talks to us now? Maybe I should be killing shit. He's giving us dialogue. Also, it's not like it's hard. Especially these little guys. They're easy. See? One hit. Whoops. It's because I have a way too good spear. I missed one. I think a good goal. I don't know. I was gonna be like, let's get like half of the key parts, or let's get like an amount of them. And I'm like, And then I realized there's gonna be plot in the middle, where I don't know. Plot in places it was not before. So that's also a bad idea. But those are the good stopping points. We'll find out. If there's a big chunk of reading, we're stopping after— I meant to poll that. Thank you, though. A PC gamer TM. Oh, there's some friends in this room. Let's say hello. Hi, friends. Hello, smaller friends. Every time we come back to this shrine, I think it's shorter than it actually is. We're done for more than spawns. Mia, what are you doing way over there? I mean, I guess you can still hit, so it doesn't matter. Is Emil still healing us? I want him to still be healing us. Okay. I don't need it right now, but... Oh, hello, friend! You're dead. Thank you for the word. Have a nice day. Oh, I got a trophy. I wonder what that's for. I've treated you all poorly. I mocked you, betrayed you, all because you went Gestalt before the change was complete. I think it's actually speaking English. It's just like heavily edited. Because it matched up with me reading one of them. But after all this, I think I can understand you. I think we can speak as equals. This makes me very happy. I hope we can spend the rest of our life... Oh, is this when I enter the room? What was that? Oh. Or this is when I walk outside. Who knows? What was the trophy called? Wordsmith? Oh, that's the achievement for 50% of all words. That means we're missing a lot. Good God.
Kaine, Emil, I need to... I want you to... Look, I'm sorry, all right?
Sorry for what?
I'm going to talk to the villagers. I want them to let you in.
Oh, it's no big deal.
I might cut them
Right,
off because
Katie?
we've seen this.
I'm used to it.
Well, you shouldn't be. It's crap, and it needs to change.
I wish everyone felt the same way.
No way.
Emil.
It's all right, really. I like camping out with Kaine. It's kind of fun, in a weird way. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast...
Emil, that's enough. I got a fucking image to maintain.
What do you mean a chance of a second playthrough to get everything? Oh, I mean, like, kind of. The words are just for grinding. Like, this is, right now, this is the second playthrough, but it starts, in the first one, there's a time jump, like, I wouldn't say halfway through. It's pretty early on. But, yeah, it's not, it's like it's kind of halfway. There's a time jump, and this starts after that jump. And there's 51% of the quests in that first part. And once you are past that, you can't go back. And I already fucked up, so I don't really care about 100%ing. And also, I don't want to grind for the words, because that doesn't sound fun. Because they're entirely random drops. I believe. Sure seems like it. I don't know how the third and fourth endings work, though. But this is the second one. This is going to be the second one. Nowhere near the end. I mean, when you fucked it, you fucked it. Really only applies to the quests, I think. But yes, you can't go back. You have to start all over. Yeah, it's English. I feel like this is the ending that is going to make us feel awful for killing Shades.
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light.
Now we can hear the big boys talk. We can hear the one in Kaine talk. Oh god. I feel so bad. I'm letting it finish talking before I start attacking.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, I forgot Tyran's
I'm gonna
name.
start crying here.
Okay, we're good? Okay, let's fight. I didn't want to fight it till it was done talking because I know I do too much damage.
You felt the beast.
No. It's got half health left. That sucks, JCB.
Oh, this is one stubborn son of a bitch.
How much does he even hurt me? Come here with a fireball.
Damn it, damn it!
Oh, it still does a reasonable amount.
You might feel bad for this freak, are ya? Ain't no turning back now.
God, I never saw that
You
attack
got a lust
before.
for blood. You gotta embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
They're gonna kill it before they're done talking. Are we done talking? That was stupid of me. Yeah, but they're gonna kill it. Or I have to kill it. Who knows? I think I have to kill it. thought that happened, honestly.
Oh, you're kidding me!
I'm not reading Gretel's stuff, I'm sorry. I'm letting him voice act, or her. Oh heck! I did not remember that giant stream of blood.
Kaine, are you all right? We've got to get help.
I fear there is little we can do.
I always feel bad talking over cutscenes, even though we've already seen them.
No! Kaine!
Don't worry, Emil. I'm from the future, and I know she'll be okay.
Get back.
What is that?
It's all over for you, sunshine.
Taran is a bitch.
Kaine!
You gonna talk or can I talk? I'm waiting to see if Taran wants to say something. Okay, I don't think he does. Wait, maybe he will now. Okay, he doesn't. Ouch!
Look at Kaine's shade!
We've no other choice. We must strike it down.
I have not thought extensively about emotes, but because I like my very large duck that I got at the Mall of America, I was like, oh, a cute emote would be a tiny little drawing of the duck, and it's doing a happy face. Like with the closed eye happy face, that kind of thing. I should probably fight this. I'm pressing. Oh wait, can I not magic? Can I not? Guess I can't. Get down here.
Stay your blade. Magic is required against this foe.
Yeah, I figured that out. Wait, what? Magic is required? I tried that and it didn't work, bruh. Yeah, probably JCB.
Kaine! Kaine!
Kaine.
I couldn't hold it back.
I feel like they wouldn't make that well, it's done by default, so they might. I don't know. I don't know if they have like a filter up for the affiliate prefixes. That'd be interesting to know about. Anyway,
I can't be with you.
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again, as many times as it takes.
Emil is
I don't
so
care how
pure.
tough it
I
is,
love him.
We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance and keep going because of you. I'm weak and sad and lonely, but somehow you make me strong. You're my friend and I need you, so you can't go away.
All right. Stop crying.
Over there. Give me that first piece. What is this? I have no idea. Remarkably useless of you. Oh, Vice. It's a cipher of some kind. Can you determine its meaning? I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle. Here, take a look at this. I wrote down all the words I can understand. This fragment's called the Stone Guardian. Given that you found it in the Lost Shrine, the words must mean something. There are spaces here for 4 other fragments as well. Sacrifice, the Love Robotics, the Memory Tree, Loyal Cerberus. The Love Robotics probably refers to the Junk Heap, and the Memory Tree might be the Forest of Myth. But as for Sacrifice and Loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue. No problem. Want to fill in the words? We just run around the world killing every big monster we find, right? Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage. We kill them or they kill us, besides it's the only way to reach the Shadow Lord. It won't be easy. Kill shades and shit. Save my daughter. Easiest thing in the world. But how can you be sure that she's... Because she is, alright, Popola. Popola. So the Junk Heap and the Forest of Myth, right? I'm on my way. Please be careful. We're not going to the Forest of Myth. What kind of Emil? Villagers notice how much they sacrifice and they're thankful, it's just they're scared, you know? People can't change overnight. I'll hurry them along the best I can, but can you please give them a little more time? I guess. We're going to the Forest of Myth. Then I'm skipping through the text. If it's the same. It better be the same. Are you serious? I was just in the library. I need to get the fucking quest bit. I'm trying to save time here. We're going to the Junk Heap. Couple say I find a key and Junk Heap. We'll get back inside. I gotta pick up a map piece. You hacker. Maybe, if we're super duper lucky, when we go to the Junk Heap, we'll get the machine oils, so I don't have to grind for them off stream and alone. Shit, what are we supposed to do with that? Okay, Assad. I'm just making sure I have the order right. Who's the hacker? Oh god, I don't remember. Probably me? I don't know. Whoops! Oh, I feel like the quest where they want me to go back to the Forest of Myth won't appear until I actually go back in there. And get that fragment part. I don't know.
I hope you find your Yona. I really do.
I'll have to go back down there where the quest people are eventually. In the village. And we will see what they have then. I don't think there's any others that I can get right now without progressing the story a little more, because Devila only had the 2 for me. The 2 that I don't want to do. I don't want to fight you guys, I'm on a mission. Our mission is to go to the Junk Heap. What a waste of time that was right there. Hello? 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 Thank you. You two have fun. But is it a good game?
Oh boy, quiet.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, this isn't new, I think.
Damn it! Where'd they go?
Maybe it could be.
Get him! Don't let him escape!
Oh, it's not. I mean, it is new. Yeah, this is the... Oh, God. This is the feel sorry for the shades ending.
There's something over there!
Wow. Man. Why you gotta do this to me? Your mom's a robot.
Who are you?
Oh, just kidding.
Military
Hi,
defense
Vince.
robot P-33. You are an intruder. You must be eliminated. Error. There is something leaking from your eyes.
Maybe I should read it. Maybe I should read the parts that is hard to hear when it's not a cutscene. I don't know. I can't decide. I read it when it wasn't a cutscene for the facade people. Whatever. I'm crying, you big dumb robot. I miss my mom.
What is crying? Who is Mom?
Doesn't matter. I can't see her ever again because she's dead. That was a loud noise, young shade.
My creator is also dead. He perished hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds of years ago? Really?
874 years, 10 months, 14 days, 4 hours, and 43 minutes. 44 minutes.
Aren't you lonely?
I am incapable of being lonely, or missing others, or crying.
I'm crying because I don't want to die.
You will die.
If the humans catch me, they're gonna kill me.
Why will they kill you?
Well, I didn't have to read that.
I will not permit the humans to kill Khalil.
Huh?
Military defense robot P-33 will protect you.
Gonna help me?
P-33 is charged with defending others. P-33 will defend Khalil.
Oh, hooray! Thanks, robot. And since we're friends now, I'm gonna call you BP. Oh no, I'm gonna feel bad when I have to fight them again. I don't want to kill BP. I've already killed BP. I just didn't know better. Now I know better and I'm gonna do it anyway because that's how video games work. You don't get a choice.
There's gotta be tons of machinery here.
I think this is the part we have seen.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use. Oh, wow! Check this out! It looks brand new!
God, the kid's voice, though.
Hey, be careful there. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Oh, no. Huh? Look out! Jacob! Jacob, no! No, this can't be happening!
Don't worry, the kid's voice actor balances out the sad. That's mean. Also, the kid. Yeah. Yes, Rince. I'm pretty sure it is. I think one of them is. I don't know. I'm bad with voice actors. Or names. Hang on. Wow, that was scary. Am I supposed to know what he's voiced before? I thought one game had escaped his presence. I guess the answer is yes, I should. Actor, 554 credits. Well, heck. I'm gonna read that later.
The noise of the intruders caused the structure to fail. They should have proceeded with more caution. One intruder has perished.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't think they were chasing me. They seemed nice.
The junk heap. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers. They might know something about this.
I feel like a good stopping point will probably be after we finish the junk heap again.
Oh, hello again.
You're the little one, aren't you? You've grown. How fares your brother? My brother's been dead for 4 years. I see. Please forgive the question. It's okay. Look, I need to ask you something. What is it? You heard any rumors about shades around here? Not the little guys. I'm looking for one that's unusually big and strong. No, I haven't heard anything about anything like that, but I haven't really been listening. I just want to destroy robots, rip them up. Okay, well, never mind then. Sorry to bug ya. Wait, yes? I recently got my hands on a weapon. A very powerful weapon. I thought you might get some use out of it. Thanks. Do we not already have this weapon? No. Shh. These things happened the second time around. The fourth wall has been broken. This sword has seen better days. Yeah, it's pretty beat up. I mean, there's potential, but it's fairly powerless right now. Can you repair it? I can repair anything with the proper material. Just fix it, I'll get the parts. I'm so glad I decided not to throw this out. I'm gonna need some memory alloy. Only the really big enemies on the second basement level happens, to watch yourself. Also, here's the passcode to get down there. Use it on the elevator. You got it. I would like to save as to not lose my progress in the event of a disaster. I don't need mouse tails for anything else, but I keep picking them up because I want to. I'm gonna pretend that I'm not just yanking the tail off of the mouse, and that I just have a large collection of mice in my pockets. And they are my friends. That one is not my friend because I didn't notice it. Oh!
It's a shame about the older lad. He was but a child.
He died.
Can I just leave? I got the memory alloy. Do I have to go in and get it and fight that one robot? I don't want to. I guess I don't. Saves me some time. Just walk in and here you go. Okay, ready? What's a ship?
A large seagoing vessel that carries freight and passengers over bodies of water.
Night, JCB. Yay! You're so great, BP. You've learned so much.
You have taught me much, Khalil. You have helped to expand my
I
vocabulary.
don't want to fight them.
You have instructed me in the ways of the outside world.
Well, there's tons of stuff I don't know either. Maybe we should leave here and go explore the world. them. Where's the mercy option? Press triangle for mercy. Triangle. That's not a good button to pick for mercy. That is an attack. I got your memory out of the way. The game gave it to me for free. Well, actually, this is gonna take a little more time than I thought. No sense in you waiting around to see the letter once it's ready. That would be great. Seems you have some free time. I don't want to go to the Myth Forest again. Okay, let's go to Popola. Remember when I said we were gonna finish the junk heap? I forgot that there was this big broken chunk in the middle where it's like, come back later. So, we will go to the place that is not the Forest of Myth. And then, depending on how long that takes, we'll end there. Like if it takes 30 minutes or longer, maybe 20 minutes or so. Then we'll end. God, I didn't realize I've been streaming for 5.5 hours. What the heck? Oh no, Yoshi Dino. The wedding is after. I think we have to go to the Airy first. I think the Airy is next. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't remember. No, the Airy is first. Yes. At least that's the order I did it. It could be different this time. I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, the area is next, and that's what we're gonna stop after. Maybe I won't get stuck in a death circle. I hope not. Yeah, it's still gonna happen eventually.
Hey.
Oh, you're back. Have you learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key? No, sorry, this is really hard. Royal Cerberus might refer to a dog, but I've never seen anything that would fit the bill. We'll keep trying, Popolo. You're kind of my last hope. I'll do what I can. Oh, and by the way, I was walking by your house earlier and noticed you had some mail you might want to check out. Oh, thanks. Oh, I guess we are doing the wedding first. I don't... How do we go to the Airy? Am I just bad at remembering things? I guess. Shocker. Yeah, last time I did Forest of Myth, and then I don't think I did Junkyard directly after, but I did do the Forest of Myth first. I didn't want to do it this time though, because I was afraid of reading. We're going to a wedding, that's what it says. Good route. It's the king's wedding. We haven't been for the facade in a while. We should pay them a visit. Well, it looks like the wedding is sooner rather than later. Oh boy, I got a chicken egg though. I'm checking if there's anybody with quests.
Oh, it's you, eh? Well, I'm counting on you.
Nobody has quests. Okay.
If only our harvest.
Wait, you have a quest? I was looking at the map and not the people. Name is everything alright? It's my son. He's been ill for a week. He's calling so he can play with the other children. Sure. Oh, this is the one where they want us to go to the place.
I suppose all children are
Don't one of you have a
precious
quest
to their own
too?
parents.
Was it you?
But if the
Someone
cause
here.
of the illness is a
Oh, well,
mystery,
guess I'm
how are
gone.
we possibly supposed to find a cure?
I was hoping you had an idea about that.
You know,
The child? Wouldn't the adults know better?
Even the...
I wish I could leave this place.
You do not sound like a child.
Water and food have been getting pricier and pricier.
Cutting everyone off because we did this before. Okay, we'll do that. Oh god, I found the water like a dumbass. Now I have to walk all the way around it. Good fucking shit. Ugh.
Contaminated lately.
Cool. I wasted my time more with that. Okay, we're gonna go to Facade. Mr. Boatman, take me on a ride. Are we gonna learn how to speak wolf? Man, these humans didn't do shit to your desert. You can move. Like, I'm pretty sure the ones that fucked up your forest and turned it into a desert have been dead a very, very long time. Like, just maybe. I don't know though.
Scorpions look kind of like shrimp. What if you can eat them?
Indeed you can. Long ago, people operated food stands where they impaled the creatures on skewers and fried them whole.
How
my
the hell do
trigger's a
you know
little
that?
squeaky.
Who can say? I do not know. Some portions of the past are inexplicably clear in my memory.
Whatever, Gramps.
What was that, hussy?
I hope Kaine's backstory will stop being a ton of reading though. Cause I would appreciate that. I have the tireds of the mouth. That's an odd phrase. Try not say that again. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the one with the flower quest that I'm not gonna finish, but I'll take it. Cause I don't even know where to get them. Hello. You're my map dude.
Hi.
And I don't have the materials at all now because I made the goddamn mistake of giving them to him and then not finishing the quest. So that's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow off stream, and then I'm gonna go pick up the thing off stream, and then I'll show the parts that I haven't shown. I'm here for the wedding. Wedding me up. Who came? It's been so long.
I hear your days of bachelorhood are coming to a close, King.
My deepest sympathies. I'm just kidding. You'll love married life.
Forgive my prying, but we are all eager to know the identity of your lucky bride.
Oh yes, how rude of me. I can read these parts really fast. How nice to see you again.
Have we met?
It's me, Fira! I love her. She looks so pretty in her bride outfit.
You have grown into a fine example of womanhood. I am sure you will make a splendid queen.
Kaine's gonna want to see this.
Indeed. But I'm truly glad to see you all. Did you know that my bride threatened to boycott the ceremony if you did not come? How are you, Emil?
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Congratulations on your wedding.
Excuse me, Yoshi Dino. Don't be mean.
I'm sorry Kaine's not here, but
I guess she's outside, right? What nonsense? The girl knows she's welcome here. Now I insist that you stay with me tonight as honored guest of the royal family.
How can we refuse?
Good God. Maybe if they didn't kill them unprovoked, Fira would still be alive. Just don't understand why they have a rule governing the timing and water temperature. Just be glad they don't have rules about playing books. Hi, Kaine. Kaine, what is wrong? You don't like this wedding's a festive occasion? No, should I even be here? Perhaps you could slip a few profanities in the ceremony so you feel more at home. Shut up, asshole. It's a serious question. The city runs on rules, not prejudice, and besides, the queen owes you her life. You're going to be fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, I guess. Will you at least procure a new set of lingerie for the festivities? Some spring colors, perhaps? Talking Vice. Wait, do you say new things? I didn't talk to you twice last time. Let's see how some of you are when I toss you on a campfire. Oh, can't sleep? Weddings are so exciting. I may not sleep for days. Hell, Emil, it sounds like you're the one getting hitched. Hee, I know. Although I'd like to get married someday, I mean, if I can find a girl who doesn't mind what I look like. Yeah, so what was your wedding like? Did you have a huge feast where you made lots of toast? Was it dancing and jesters and bears on unicycles and... It was a long time ago, Emil. Well, would you ever have another one? Alright, that's enough weird questions. Go to sleep. I didn't go in here last time, but I didn't expect anyone to be in here. I think it's an important question. Harvest was weak again this year, and the people are beginning to go hungry. Their quarrel with the wolves has taken a turn for the worse. The duties of a king are overwhelming. In truth, I feel somewhat guilty about holding a festival to celebrate my wedding.
Finding light in the bad times is the mark of a true leader.
I couldn't have spoken better myself. Your people deserve a moment of rest and celebration.
I guess that's true.
A man works better when he has something or someone to fight for. Trust me, this is a subject I know well.
We should make that a rule. Someone to fight for. Yes, I like the thought of that. My perception of how long these things are is skewed because I did so many side quests at the same time, and now I'm doing none. don't like the pain noises. Well, dang. Here we go.
How nice! A wedding! Flowers everywhere. Everyone's happy. It's great. I'm kind of jealous. Aren't you kind of jealous, Kaine?
Won't be soon.
Oh, come on.
And thus, in front of these beloved guests, and per Rule 904, I hereby request that you seal your union with a kiss. This sort of thing's always hard for me. Well, heck.
That wolf is a shade.
I wonder how long he's been this mad. Like, the forest being gone? That can't be recent. You done talking? I don't wanna. Ouch! I'm trying to let you finish talking. I'm getting tired. Well, at least I'm yawning. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm tired.
Yeah.
She dead. Rip. Again. Gosh dang it.
改ざん草地八我たくまたきおよりかそれってたく
高りきたトソスゾリッタできた改造 ってやはりこそ来たインコゼルガーゼシ
I would rethink this course of action, King. Ahead lies a battle you cannot win.
カイゼムヨーリザフヤ出せネンザルスゼルガーザルスだゾルキアールゾデイオラリキタゴユリペルアトルカイゼムタトデクラックルトデクゼルガンツイカラツグキテテカイゼムタエキウサカイゼラオットと来てソードリリスダカイ
King's grief is strong. I doubt he will stand down at this point. I think you're right. And later, who could charge him to Wolf's Den? Will we let him go by himself? Of course not. Then we must prepare for the fight. It will not be an easy one. I know. Let's finish up Facade real quick. Wrong way. I am ready for battle. To avenge Fiera. Because we don't know any better. Fiera is no longer the only victim. Stand the wolves continue to claim the lives of my people. I will not allow them to suffer anymore. As the king, I must take a stand. If the rules say I can't, then damn the rules.
Madness. The wolves who attacked were only a fraction of the pack. How will you fight them all?
I will not be defeated.
All right, count us in.
That is too much for me to ask.
We're not doing it for you, dumbass. It's for Fiera.
Kaine, you can't speak to a king like that.
If this is indeed the plan, then let us make haste. We can ill afford another tragedy.
My friends, thank you. I know like I can skip these cutscenes, but I'm like, what if they add something? I don't think they will. I think for added things, it's an entirely new cutscene, but it's refreshers, you know. Where are you going, my liege? To strike the wolves. The town is yours. My liege, that is a violation of multiple rules. Those rules keep Fiera from dying? No, my lord. What did Fiera ever do? She was so close to knowing happiness, and then she had it taken from her. Yes, my lord. Was it Fiera's fault that she was so frail? No, my lord. Then get out of my way. I cannot, my lord. You are behaving like a fool. You are young, so young. How dare you?
Anda, いえ、フィーア、ロテとやりかきクソできた。と食いてゲルだ。ユラ、ウラーネ、ペアとカイザムって、カイザムとアイソー。フィーア、アイサムって、フィーア、チレセキタとトラ。ゼルガンって、アンダーゼルガン。ヤーイズガッチクルソーカイザーゼスタルペラ老体リスラ関係かけてしたすわれアルムキエルトチギサンってきたアルム浮きわせんクユリエ押してキルたちエクグギリスアガイカイザムより生き落ちずてくごユラカイザムチジストズイわくれたしよりこうだたよりと
Let's go! Oh. Is this all that remain? Humans will be upon us shortly. We can make our escape if we move now. I hear you, my brothers. And I share your desire to die with honor. Your resolve is strong and your pack thanks you. The lives of our comrades, for the pride of our pack, death to the invaders. This is their den. Sorry to ask so much of you. Forget it's for Fiora. Let's move! I keep yawning, oh no. Maybe the wolf won't be such a heckin' hard to hit this
appear to
time.
be targeting the king.
Okay, I know I'm missing a lot, but I mean the big one, not these ones. God, I suck. I forgot I can use magic on them. This goes faster.
Unwavering defiance. Why do these beasts hold so much rage? The smaller wolves are not infected with shades. As for the leader,
If even one shade is here, then I have to kill all of them.
splendid. Now just keep pushing.
Whenever I let the magic go, it kind of hacks up the audio. I'm out of magic.
The king is in danger.
King is doing fine, don't worry.
That's what Vera would want.
You must worry about protecting more than yourself in this battle. Above you, stay on your guard.
I'm gonna talk now, because I don't want to do this again. It took me ages to get enough hits. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna talk. He's just gonna fight. Y'all in my way. Excuse me, how'd I, what, don't know how I got over here. I feel like this attack is a little bit overkill. Oh, just kidding. I forgot that we didn't squish him. I thought we were, that's like the squish with the fist hand symbol.
ゼルガンセロとユとアキ絶対値ヒアとジャイアン
Maybe they could understand each other. I mean, not just right now. At this point, it's a little too late. But like, before maybe like even just before this day, if they could understand each other. My father. This ending is full of sad. She had no voice and no family. She was placed into indentured servitude where she toiled without rest day after day. Just as her future was looking bright.
I believe that young Fira was perfectly content with the life she had.
She was?
Of course. Does this not sound like what she would say to you? She was terribly proud of her king. And now you must do all that you can to honor her memory.
I will do my best, I swear it. I'm sorry, you need to be alone right now. The king isn't allowed to shed tears in front of others.
Is that another infernal rule?
People of the mask live and die by our rules. Sometimes we even break them. Isn't that right, Fira? The poor king. I know, but there's nothing more we can do for him. Sad truth indeed. I don't know where it wants us to go next, but I'll go there. Oh. Next time we'll start at the Forest of Myth. But right now I'm gonna run back into Facade. Okay, but like I could take this teleport right over to there, but I can see where it'll spit me out. It's literally right there. So why do that? But yeah, I'm gonna stop for now, because 6 hours is a good amount for me. And I'm starting to yawn. It's 4 a.m. Triggers, squeaky. Like a plastic squeaky. Wow, see? I should probably get some more food. So we will save here. This is the closest save. Okay. Progress has been saved. So, sometime between now and the next stream, I'm going to, well, will it let me? Okay, if it will let me, because I just realized maybe I won't be able to go down and get the machine oil until... No, I should be able to go down there. I should be able to go down. Okay. Sometime between now and the next stream, I'm gonna get the materials for that one map quest. Which shouldn't take too long, I believe. It's... God, what was it? It's eggplant and... Oh no, I need goat hides and there's like 3 goats left living. I hope I can buy them. I'll get that before next stream. Okay, but what day is it tomorrow? Friday. I might stream tomorrow. I'll try. I want to, because I like this game. But thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you, Vest, for the host and the raid and the dogs. Let me see if there's anyone online I can host. I haven't refreshed my following page in ages. Let's see who there could be. I don't know anybody that well. Well, I found someone I can host. Okay, well, that's all for now. Yeah. See you next time, I hope. Bye bye. Have a good rest of the AM.